funniest guys to me are guys that do characters, but they're themselves.
Yeah.
And they talk real, like, and that's why, I mean, you and Burr, you're the same guys on and off stage. When we're talking, sometimes you get silly, sometimes you're serious.
Right. Just be yourself, yeah. I know what you're saying. Be sincere.
But you can be just as fucking goofy as you want, but don't stay in that.
Yeah.
It's so hacky to me.
It can be. I'm always waiting for someone to do it right. I don't want to pass judgment. Like maybe one guy comes along and he's in character all the time, but it's fucking hilarious.
Oh,
it's possible.
I just watched Jim Carrey on when he did Andy Kaufman.
Yeah.
It was fucking amazing.
Oh, that was the documentary.
No, that sprang from that. But
right.
I was watching the movie last night. I forget what it's called. Something.
Man on the Moon?
Yeah, Man on the Moon.
Yeah.
Boy, Jim's good.
Oh, he's brilliant. You know what's really interesting with him? He's taken like a severe psychological and I guess philosophical turn where he's just thought about life and things. He must have had like some psychedelic experiences too.
I think so. Sounds like it.
Yeah, because he's just talking about like what matters and what doesn't matter. And and there's just a bunch of like interviews and clips of him discussing things where you're like, whoa, like this guy he's not talking like Jim Carrey, the world famous A-list actor who's had gigantic smash movies. He's not talking like that at all. He's like talking like some guy who's just trying to sort of understand his place in the universe.
Yeah, he really is.
Really profound way. He's a very well thought out guy.
Did you watch this thing about him painting?
No.
This came out a couple months ago.
Oh, didn't we play this where some of his paintings are really cool? They're like in neon and shit?
Yeah, but he says some of the stuff that he's been thinking about and dealing with and whatnot.
So it's called I Need Color, and it's on Vimeo.
Yeah.
So folks, go check that out.
Joe, did I tell you about the little part I have in I'm Dying Up Here?
No.
Okay, so I play Fitzy Anderson because they wouldn't let me use Fritzy Anderson. Remember Fritzy Anderson?
No.
Is this thing on? Hello? Is
your
sound system
character.
working here? Yeah.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't let me.
Why wouldn't they let you do that?
They said Fritzy was a slur to Germans.
What?
Yeah, I swear.
Oh, Jesus
I know.
Christ.
So anyway, I go in the Comedy Store on a Thursday night. Why I was there just to practice. I know, trying a couple lines and doing some shit. And Jim's in the audience. He comes out, he hugs me. Anyway, long story short, he was with his wife, his ex-wife, and their daughter was ill, and she's a great girl. She's a really good singer too, by the way. But anyway, they start talking. He said, "I forgot how fucking funny Dom was." He goes, "I want to put him in this show." And Melissa goes, "Well, I'll tell you one thing. He's not going to dance for you. If you want him, I'll ask him, but he ain't going to audition." He goes, "I'm not going to make him audition. I've known him for fucking 30 years." Anyway, that's how I got the part. Isn't that funny?
Just randomly.
Randomly, he came in to look for young comedians. I am not one of them, if you could tell by my receding hairline. But yeah, I mean, isn't that amazing? I mean, just there on a Thursday night, randomly.
Is that show still going on?
Yeah, we're shooting. They're shooting 10 more. I know I'm doing an alcoholic the whole time, which is.
I never watched it. I watched one episode and I thought it was pretty good, but I heard that it
got better.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that it was improving. That's what I heard.
Well,
all of those things started
Yeah,
off
do you remember
clunky.
Seinfeld at the beginning?
I remember News Radio, the show I did in the beginning. It was clunky.
Yeah.
It took a while to really get rolling.
Yeah, to get the rhythm.
Become what it is.
Yeah.
Sitcoms are very difficult. One of the reasons why people are like, oh, why aren't there any good sitcoms in the air? Well, goddamn, it's hard to do.
Well, this is a serious one. Like, I'm kind of the comic relief on this because it's about like comedians, but not like, when we goof around. Hi, show us a Rogan.
Right.
You don't see hardly any of that. You see them more like jealous of each other, and they're showing the dark side of it. The woman who plays the Mitzi part is Melissa Leo. She won the Academy Award for some boxing movie, I forget. But she's playing Mitzi really serious. And I don't want to say anything, because she's a great actress. But if I were asked to give one note, I would say Mitzi really had a fun side to her. Mitzi, by the way, for those of you that don't know, was the owner of the Comedy Store.